So, I had the craziest thought, one which I don't think is going to 100% be true. But there's a trend in the MCU TV shows where we've been given hints of villains, we've been given the origins of villains, and what if Loki were actually being teased, being shown the origin, the reason for a big bad of the MCU, his entire motivations, but we're being tricked by it being focused on Loki. What if I were to tell you that everything that is happening with Loki is actually happening because of Kang the Conqueror, and actually that Kang the Conqueror was the first variant that the TVA actually formed around? So we've seen that Ravana, who in the comics is an actual love interest of Kang the Conqueror, and he uses her to try to seem a bit more human, but really go about his own ambitions. What if Ravana has ties to the origins of the TVA? And what if in the quantum realm there's actually a separate organization, not the realm of Loki's, but an actual city that Kang has created out of his spite by being spurned by Ravana, and actually his ambition is what the TVA is after, is to stop variants. He wants to recruit them, but Loki's being smart enough to actually not trust Kang, have formed their own organization, but due to Kang's nefarious actions, the TVA has just listed all variants that don't side with them as too extreme, leaving Kang essentially to operate in his own ambitions. But behind the scenes, the TVA has been dealing with this all along, has been trying to stop him. It's just he's too big of a threat for Loki to stop on his own. And what if I were to tell you this? What if he was actually a timekeeper, but he murdered all of the other timekeepers, forcing the TVA to create robotic synthesized drones, which Mobius, a variant of Loki, wants the Loki to know doesn't exist, so they can actually help stop Kang, or potentially he's actually working with Kang in order to stop the Loki